gentlemen, it's Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. This is the Betting Memo. My name is Nick Parsons, and on today's show, we're going to have my Parsons Best Bet, which is an actual client pick that I have posted over at Sports Memo. We've hit 2 in a row. We're also going to have a featured handicapper who will have a featured free play for us. And at the end of the show, we'll also have a rapid-fire free picks section. Let's just get right into my WNBA Parsons Best Bet today, guys. Normally, we also have the Gold Sheet free play, but they are not going to be here today, but they will be back tomorrow. And so, as I said, I'm coming off back-to-back show best bet client winners in the WNBA. Last night I had the under in the Aces and the Sparks. That was a no doubt winner. And so, as I say, remember, these are actual client plays that I have posted over at Sports Memo. If you watch this show, then I'm going to be giving out a client pick with every show. And so for Wednesday, guys, we're staying with the WNBA. For Thursday and Friday, I'll probably shift gears again and have some CFL and Major League Baseball. But either way, the game that I'm looking at here sees the New York Liberty at the Minnesota Lynx. As primarily a situational capper, I base my over-under picks on what I perceive to be great situations. And so that's the case here on Wednesday night, as for a few different key situational reasons, I feel that this over-under line is a bit high. New York is 17-8 overall, but only 5-5 on the road. Minnesota, on the other hand, is 22-5 overall, including 14-1 at home. The Lynx, though, they just saw their 4-game win streak come to an end last time out in a 90-86 loss here to Atlanta as 9-point favorites. Minnesota has now seen the total go over in 3 straight, but note that Nafisa Collier and the home side have seen the total go under in 4 of their last 5 off a straight up and against the spread home loss as a favorite. With a tough 2-game Western swing at Vegas and Seattle, I'm definitely expecting the home side to double down on the defensive end here tonight. Now, New York has now lost 2 straight after winning 5 in a row. Most recently, the Liberty were dumped 92-82 at Dallas as 9-point favorites. And so that's back-to-back losses for Sabrina Ionescu and company as large favorites. This is a measuring stick for sure for New York. Perhaps it got caught looking ahead to this game in the setback to the Wings. And so, guys, when I'm looking at this game, for me, all of those different factors and trends, they point to this being a lower scoring battle tonight. And so my official Parsons Best Bet, guys, for Wednesday is on the under 165 in the Liberty and the Lynx. I think you guys should be able to get a better line than that, though. But that's my official Parsons Best Bet for Wednesday. We're going to get into the featured handicapper with our featured free play. It's actually Steve Seagrave, guys. That's coming up just momentarily. But before I do that, I have to take care of a little bit of business. I have to tell you about some of the great specials that they have going on over at Sports Memo this summer. And the most popular one is called Flex Picks. And here's how that works. So Flex Picks, guys, it gives you the ultimate flexibility to access the daily picks you want from the experts that you trust. And so you choose your handicapper. You can select a different handicapper every day. You get access, full access for the day for all of their picks. And so you can plan ahead or go day by day. And you can also change your mind anytime. So you can switch your selected expert right up until the plays are released. And you can also skip days at your convenience. If you have a 30-day Flex Picks pass, you don't need to use it 30 consecutive days in a row. Guys, it's the most flexible and affordable way to stay ahead with expert betting advice. And on Wednesdays, guys, $5 Wednesdays throughout the summer. Sports Memo will have $5 Wednesdays. Every capper posts a $5 play on Wednesday. It's a great opportunity to load up on a variety of top plays from a variety of different handicappers. And then 50% off Fridays as well, guys. Similar to $5 Wednesday, every handicapper releases one 50% off package. It's another great opportunity to take advantage and save at the same time. Okay, I already let the cat out of the bag. Steve Seagrave is Wednesday's featured capper over at Sports Memo. Steve has been the featured capper many times on this show over the last 2 months, but he's caught fire again here. So let's just break it down. So Steve is once again trending in the correct direction. He's on a 38-22 MLB run, and he's ranked number 2 at the ballpark overall over the last 30 days. And so we'll take a look at the leaderboards more closely here momentarily. And so the good news, $5 Wednesday, and Steve has a 5% max MLB best bet release going on the diamond today. So when you go over to sportsmemo.com, guys, make sure to check out Red Hot Steve Seagrave and his 5% MLB max best bet for just $5 today, as he's Wednesday's featured capper at Sports Memo. Okay, and Steve is ready with Wednesday's official featured free play as well. And Seagrave is suggesting a play on the over 11.5 rebounds plus assists at -120 for Aaliyah Boston. And he goes on to say that Aaliyah Boston has only covered this line in 14 of 28 games, so that's 50% on the season. But she has she's been much better at home, where she's cleared this line in 9 of 15 games at 60%. Now Boston gets a great matchup against the Phoenix Mercury, who have allowed the second most rebounds and the third most assists during their last 5 games. The Mercury are great at limiting assists at the rim, but the majority of Boston's dimes come from at the break threes, where Phoenix has allowed the second most assists in July. Boston gets the majority of her rebounds at the rim, where Phoenix allows the 5th highest conversion rate. The Fever are minus 4-point underdogs, so Boston should play close to her season average of 29 plus minutes. And when she's logged that time, she's recorded 13 plus rebounds and assists in 6 of her last 8 games. These teams also rank 3rd and 6th in pace of play, and that's reflected in the total being set at 166. And Steve finishes by saying, Indiana is obviously a step slower without Caitlin Clark, but Boston also has the benefit of less competition for potential assists. All right, guys, let's quickly review the 2 show plays for today. Normally we have 3. The gold sheet will be back tomorrow. So my official Parsons Best Bet client play for Wednesday is on the New York Liberty and Minnesota Lynx under 165, but you guys should be able to find a better line. And the featured free play from Steve Seagrave is on Aaliyah Boston over 11.5 rebounds plus assists at minus 120. Guys, Sports Memo has completely changed, and there's going to be a few more faces added before football, but it's been more competitive on the leaderboards than I've ever seen it this late in the summer. Let's quickly get caught up on the leaderboards right now. Guys, I'm working on my 8th winning month out of the last 9. Dating to November 1st, 2024, I actually lead Sports Memo across all sports. I'm now 5-1 with all plays the last 3 days, but it's Pro Sports Picks that leads over the last 30 days with a 40-18 all sports record. There's no really big changes on the MLB board since yesterday. I'm finally starting to heat up at the ballpark, though, as you can see. But once again, it's Pro Sports Picks that leads over the last 30 days with their MLB with a 33-11 record. I'm back on track in the WNBA. I've won 2 straight, but it's Abby's Sports Picks that leads on the WNBA hardwood over the last 30 days with a 27-19 record. Tim Michael and Jackie Mack went 4-0 with their Week 8 CFL picks last weekend. I went 2-0, and guys, I lead Sports Memo on the gridiron right now over the last 30 days with a 7-2 record. And also no change on the soccer board since yesterday with Ricky Tran leading over the last 30 days across all leagues. All right, let's end the show with a round of rapid fire free picks. As I said at the beginning, these are just all of the free picks available over at the free picks page. There are more being loaded throughout the day from the handicappers, so make sure to go over to the free picks page for more details. But here they come at you rapid fire style. Jackie Mack, she says, take the Rangers minus 128 at the LA Angels. Tim Michael has a play on the under 10 minus 120 in the Mariners and the Athletics. Dan Kaiser says, take the over 7.5 in the Cubs and the Brewers. LC Sports is on the Mariners minus 129 at the Athletics to bounce back after losing the first 2 games of that series. And finally, guys, Pro Sports Pick says, take the Royals minus 110 at home to the Braves. And that is a wrap for Wednesday, July 30th. Guys, you are now caught up with everything going on over at Sports Memo. The gold sheet will be back tomorrow. It's the Hall of Fame game tomorrow, guys. I'm coming off back-to-back big seasons in the NFL and college football. I'm also leading the site in CFL right now over the last 30 days. So to say I'm excited for the NFL to return would be an understatement. Guys, before you leave, though, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to leave some comments, whether you agree or disagree. That really does help us out with the algorithm. Also, hit that bell icon. Every time we go live, you guys will get notified, and you can take advantage of the information we're putting out there for you guys. Guys, all of these things, super simple to do. They really do help us out, and they allow us to continue to put out this content for you guys. So until tomorrow, we'll talk about the NFL. Good luck with the WNBA tonight. Take care.